I'm Arvind Tapalia. I am Associate Professor of Physics at Franklin College. You will see me suspending.
Bergen back in the circle for Manchester as Bluffton comes up for their second ABs of the day. Leah Ramirez to lead off the second. She walked and scored in the first. Gets the strike. It is the Oscar's Pizza second inning, and I'm excited to try Oscar's Pizza later today.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
We had Hacienda Mexican restaurants last night. Ooh, that was some good stuff. Got her out leaning. Pick at third by Gilhooly. Nice play at first. Cut in front of Wentz at short. I think that was a frustration swing for Ramirez. She's like, I've got a bat. I want to use it.
She definitely reached out there for that one. That was a nice play, though, coming across to grab that and throw on the run.
Yeah, I think Gilhooly wondered if I don't get this and it gets past me to Wentz, she may beat it out. Tegeter is up. She walked and scored also in the first. Strike from Bergen to even the count of one. Off-speed pitches in softball are just so different than baseball. Like the difference between the fastball and off-speed pitch miles per hour wise is so much wider.
And just, yeah, when you see it come in there, you're just like, wow, what happened?
Your brain kind of locks. Like, yeah.
Which is exactly what a lot of the batters do.
Right. I think that's why it's so effective, too. Out to right field, Willis coming in and makes the catch. I mean, that's one of the things I think with younger, with softball you don't have as many arm troubles, but with baseball, kids for the longest time only need 2 pitches. If you can get fastball and you can teach them an off-speed pitch, you're going to keep hitters off balance. You don't need to start torquing their elbows with curveballs at 10 years old.
They just never know what's coming. So.
Right. Off balance is the way to do, but with
that pitch was right on that outside line and did not get it. So the zone on the outside this morning is definitely a little narrower.
Yeah, the right-handed batter's box, he likes that corner, but for some reason the left-hand one doesn't. It's not. I think, and he's standing directly. Well, he's kind of leaning towards the right-handed batter's box in his stance. The umpires, maybe that's why he likes that corner. I've never understood why, even though catchers move, why umpires don't stand just straight behind the plate. But I've also never umpired, so.
Yeah, I've never umpired. Well, I do a lot from home.
Well, there's hundreds of umpires here.
And I'm really good when I'm at home, too. I don't miss many.
A walk for Grant. She's singled, and now she's walked, and that'll bring up Grace Gronberg. She singled and scored in the first. Oh, everybody's perfect at home.
Well, yeah. That's exactly right.
Lounge chair umpires, right? That's a nice pitch.
Grace has had a very efficient first 2 innings. Let's see if she can help herself here a little bit more. Stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, if she can get herself an RBI, that would help her cause for sure. Bakel on deck with the big hit, got 2 RBIs.
The one thing we noticed.
Right in the 6.5 hole.
It was. Yesterday, in both games, there were most all the runs were scored with 2 outs.
Oh. Nice 2-out rally going here as Gronberg has her second single of the day, and that'll bring up Brooklyn Bakel. She singled in that 4-run first inning and had a couple RBIs. She serves one out into left center field. Ryder is under it, however, and gets it for the out, and that'll do it. No harm done with 2 runners. And at the end of 2, Oscar's Pizza second inning, it's 4-0 Bluffton. You're watching HCAC softball on HCAC.tv.
At Riskwork, we're Team Indiana through and through. From coaching youth basketball to protecting critical infrastructure, Like our partners at IndianaSRN, we invest in people first. That same grit and leadership on the court drives our work in cybersecurity. We help businesses stay secure, resilient, and ready with no guesswork. If you can trust us to protect the grid, you can surely trust us to protect your Indiana business.
I'm Glennae Meinhardt from the biology department, and I have been working with students on trying to find this really rare insect called Merope tuber, the forceps fly. So we've been on the hunt for this mysterious, weird bug that we don't know much about. Finding the insects has been really tough. A couple of years ago,
We are in the Jimmy John's third inning here as Manchester is up to the plate for their third go at it. One hit so far for Manchester, no runs. 4 runs on 4 hits for Bluffton as Grace Gronberg has done a fantastic job in the circle today. She'll face the 9th hitter Lexi Goodman here to lead off the third. Boy, and Grant is playing in the danger zone at third base. Why you got to wear that mask?
She's definitely creeping way up.
Goodman has that. You see it sometimes. That kind of that. They start deep in the batter's box and kind of get that running start.
Slap swing at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaylee Grant over there at third. She's going to come say hi.
Yeah. She's going to need dental work if Goodman does that again right at her.
Yeah, she's more than halfway down the line when that pitch crosses home plate.
And charging. That is a. They don't call it the hot corner for anything, for nothing. So they should call it the courage corner. There again, and just foul. Hampton was there in left field, but
Brooklyn Bakel's coming way over from her position to help along that left side as Kaylee's coming right down that line.
1-2 to count. Very, very shallow in the outfield. Again, the fence is 225 all the way around.
Ooh. I thought that might have.
I thought that would have run her up, personally.
Third strike there.
Well, now he's set up on the inside part of the plate to the left-handed hitter. I'm surprised he didn't call that, but that's going to be served into left field, but right there played perfectly as Hampton for the out. And we'll go back to the top of the order and Kendall Ryder. She grounded out to second in her first plate appearance. Boy, if we can keep this sun the whole day.
Yes, I hope we do.
It'll be perfect. And there's a strike from Gronberg. Grant still playing in.
She's staying right there on that line, about a third of the way in to home.
Served down the left field line. Look at that big old knee brace, too, that Ryder's got.
Yeah,
Holy
we commented
smokes.
that on yesterday. There were 2 or 3 of those we saw throughout the day.
But 29 of 34 in stolen bases for Ryder, so she can still motor. Probably also why she's the center fielder. One out here in the third. Gronberg looking for the outside corner, didn't get it. Again, Jimmy John's third inning here. Moving right along. Ooh, that's going to be a tough play, but over to get it is Hampton. Boy, that kind of hung up in the air for her. I thought it might fall and find some turf, but Hampton with the great angle, and it carried just enough to get to her, and that's 2 up, 2 down.
So Tara Hampton earning her keep this inning out there in left field.
Yeah, the wind's kind of just softly going in that direction. That probably helped just the touch as The third lefty, Lizzie Willis, in a row is up for the Spartans. I think this is a good uniform matchup, too.
Yes.
I'm a uniform guy. This is a pretty good uniform matchup. To short. Bakel up with it. Over to McDade at first, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 for the Spartans. Gronberg dealing. You're watching the HCAC Softball Championships on HCAC.TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
This is the hotel breakfast.
It looked different online.
Do you children like eggs? Here, they make your bones grow.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. All right, guys. Look alive.
Is it fine, Daryl?
I'm starving.
When free hot breakfast can make or break your day, it matters where you stay.
Go get him.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
They don't see the 6 a.m. alarms, the bruises, the doubt. They see the wins, the highlights. They don't see what it took to get here. I've missed, fallen, started over and over. But every time, I showed up again. Not just for me. For my team, my school, my future. This isn't just a game. It's how I rise to new heights.
The Jimmy John's third inning here in Kokomo. It's the first elimination game of the day. Bluffton leads 4-0 as they come to the plate for the third. Inside as Bergen is in for her third inning. She came in 1 out and already had 3 runs across the board with a quick hook from Manchester.
Yeah, very quick and just a tough spot to have to come into. Elimination game, you've already got base runners, runs scored against you. That's tough.
Yeah, you got to feel for the freshman, Kryn Miller, who struggled in the first. Is that ripped down the third baseline?
But I will say, Bergen has settled in and has really done a nice job.
As it's slow. Yeah, she gave up I believe she walked Hampton in the first, but then got out of the inning with not a ton more damage.
Yeah.
And has been good ever since then. As Hampton sends that, and it finds turf out there in left center for a single. She's on for the second time after walking in the first. Tiana Galbraith up to the plate. She grounded out to third in the first inning. Did get an RBI on that, I believe. Yes, on the ground out. It's a slower one, so they couldn't go to home. Almost took Bergen's head off. Wow. Rocket right back up the gut, and now there's 2 runners on with no out. That, my friends, is why they wear the masks.
Yes, that ball was coming back hot.
Yes. That'll bring up Haley McDade. She walked in the first.
Taryn Hampton slid into second, and Kendall Ryder kind of fumbled that ball. I think if Tara would have been watching us, she might have had third base there.
That is possible. As Bergen gets a strike 1 call on McDade. Nobody out here. 2 runners on in the third. Almost hit her. You almost kind of want to wear that one, don't you think?
Yeah, that was a weak attempt to get out of the way. Just turned that hip a little bit.
Just a touch. Just a little bit outside, and it's 2-1. Flip the lineup over to Brentlinger, the leadoff hitter, on deck, although she is 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs to Singleton at second. Again, you do not want to face Ramirez with a lot of runners on in this inning.
No.
That's outside, 3-1. A big pitch coming up for Bergen here.
This could be huge right here.
You know, if you're McDade, where's my hot zone? If it's close, I'm hacking. It was, and she pulled a foul.
Trying to take out her coach down there in the third base box.
You can see way out in the left field, past the left field fence, the Franklin Grizzlies are arriving to get ready for their elimination game right after this, right here on HCAC.TV. And she walks. And trouble is a-brewing here for the Spartans again.
Yeah, going back up to the top of the inning.
Well, we might get another pitching change.
Looks like Kara Bergen is given the bat, and they're waving in someone, maybe Lizzie Willis.
Could be.
Who threw a complete game yesterday.
We'll take a break in this pitching change. You're watching HCAC.TV.
This is LifeWise Academy. It's a program that teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours.
So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple.
Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
Lizzie Willis in the circle for Manchester here to try and save things after pitching yesterday. Nobody out, bases loaded here in the third. And she gets ball one. She came in from right field, and Corinne Miller now in right field for the Spartans.
The thing with Lizzie yesterday, she seemed to have a lot of stuff low. She had several in the dirt, so I don't know. It seemed like she was having some problems just with her release. So we'll see how that goes today. But she had a lot of low pitches yesterday.
As that's out into center field, Riders underneath of it. Tagging at third and scoring is Hampton, and that'll get a run home. Galbraith advances to third on the sac fly as well. And that'll bring up Ramirez with runners at first and third. 5-0 now for Bluffton. What you want here is a hard ground ball to the middle of the infield and try and get two.
Yeah, if she gets a hit here, that becomes a problem for Manchester.
Yeah, it's definitely a danger zone because there's only one out. Again, open base. Do you kind of pitch around her? I don't know. Tegeter is 0 for 1 with a walk, who's on deck. That's ripped, but a line shot right at Goodman. It's going to get a run home, though, on a sac fly. So 2 sac flies in a row. But Galbraith scores. McDade stays at first, and it's 6-0. That was an absolute rocket.
Yeah, there's definitely been some hard hit balls.
Tegeter takes it to right field, just foul.
I think that's the first ball we've seen kind of hit over that direction today.
Tegeter's 0 for 1, walk and a run scored. There's a good pitch.
If Willis can get out of this with just 2 crossing, coming in with bases loaded and nobody out, that's quite an accomplishment for her.
And especially getting it out with both runs, as that's to second base. Tough play for Singleton, and she gets her 4-3 on the putout. Great job by Willis to limit the damage, but 2 more runs score for Bluffton. It's 6-0 at the end of 3. You're watching HCAC Softball Championships on HCAC.tv.
Poached egg on avocado toast.
Ew.
Your flash fried porgy over chips.
Ew.
Your fresh main lobster with microgreens.
When the only thing your 8-year-old will eat is waffles.
She's fine. She's fine.
Your waffles, milady.
It matters where you stay.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Every year, the Econ Senior Seminar class does a project of community outreach, and we kind of have full authority over which group we want to work with for the semester. We wanted to stay local, and we looked at a couple options, and we settled on Town Branch because it's very close to Transy.
Volleyball player, she's like, we went 1-7 this weekend in tournaments. I'm like, did you get better? Did you have fun? It looks like they're having fun. Bluffton is. They sure are. 6-0 as we enter the Wheeler Mission 4th inning. Groenberg still in the circle for Bluffton, and up to the plate for Manchester is Liv Roney. She flied out to center field in the first. And that one's going to find some turf. Boy, couldn't have thrown it any better to get it out there, and the leadoff hitter's on for the Spartans.
That's what Manchester needs. They've just got to put the ball in play and get some runners on base, try to get some runs scored here. The bottom of the 4th, and you're down 6. You got to make a move right here.
Yes, sir. And Sabrina Leonard comes to the plate. She also flew out to center field to end the first. But you got to give it to Groenberg. She's just throwing strikes.
She's been so efficient.
0-2-0 for Manchester. 6-6-0 for Bluffton again here in the top of the 4th. There's a nice outside strike. Yeah, Groenberg is pitching like the ace she is on that staff. A little bit low. And again, we talked about this before we came on the air. Great job by Paige Jensen. This is her, she started 2021, I believe. Her first year over 500, and she's got a young team. Strike 2. Looking. 3 seniors. Tegeter and Grant are seniors. Everybody else, the only other senior is on the bench. Oh, nice pick by Grant. Over to second for 1. Over to 2 for the double play. How about a 5-4-3 there? My goodness. What a pick by Grant. You could almost get interference there at second base too, because
great throw.
Roney did not slide. 2 outs, nobody on for Singleton. And that may find some area. Tegeter can't quite get it, and Singleton's going to go for second and arrive safely. That'll be a double. Boy, how big is that now?
Yeah, now that double play was huge.
I'm interested. I'm gonna ask Keith about that in a little bit. If they could have called interference there on that play at second, even though they turned it, it was a great throw by Brentlinger around the runner, but she didn't slide at all.
Yeah, it just came in straight up.
Crystal Cook. She singled but was forced out in the second inning. This infield for Bluffton, they can pick it.
Yeah, they've been very, very solid.
Yeah, Grant's been fantastic over there at the hot corner. Short. Oh, almost picked it. Did Bakel. Almost got the out at first. I'm going to call that a single. But she does prevent the run from scoring. If that gets through.
I was going to say, at least she knocked it down, and that held the runner at third. Had that gone through, that was a run.
So that'll bring up Molly Gilhooly. Takes strike one. She didn't fielder's choice her first at bat. But again, heck of a play by Bakel to almost get Cook at first. That's out into right field. Galbraith is under it, and that'll do it. No harm done. And that will finish the top of the Wheeler Mission fourth. We'll come back for the bottom. You're watching HCAC.tv. Bottom of the Wheeler Mission fourth here from Kokomo, the HCAC Softball Championships. Willis back in the circle for Manchester as Kaylee Grant leads off. You can see in the top right corner every so often we're going to give you an update on the baseball tournament just down the road. As you can see, 1-0 score in that game. My focus will be on the field, but if you see it and we're not seeing the monitor, just know it's there because we got baseball going on as well. Outside corner for a strike, and it's 2-1 for Kaylee Grant. She singled, walked, and scored a run. And that's a ball. 3-1 the count. Again, this is Game 5, an elimination game. Up next is another elimination game, as that's felt off at home. However, this elimination game is the 1 seed versus the 2 seed.
Very unusual in a tournament like that.
Oh my goodness, how did they not call that a strike? Wow. Yeah, well, if you look at the conference standings, Franklin and Mount St. Joseph are both 14-4. But then Transy and Earlham were 13-5. So they were really bunched up there at the top. And that will bring up Grace Gronberg. She's definitely, if it stands, in line for player of the game. One and one the count on Gronberg. She has singled twice and scored a run. Right back up the middle, off the glove of Wentz. Grant advances to second on the third consecutive single for Gronberg. And if the score keeps up, we have a pretty good idea who the player of the game might be.
I think you're right.
Brooklyn Bakel coming to the plate. She's got a couple of RBIs on the day. She rips one, but it's going to go foul down the left field line. I take that back. That's Grant. Grant's another good one, too. She's got a couple of RBIs, and she has been an absolute vacuum at third base. But stay tuned at the end of the game for the Hampton Inn player of the game. Another rip down the third baseline. Goodness, Coach Jensen's got to watch out.
Yeah, she's She's had a couple down there. She's had to dodge.
She may need to have the whole umpire protective gear down there, or catcher's gear. 0-2 to Bakel. Chop to third. Steps on third. Does Gilhooly. Over to first. Second double play in an inning. Holy cow.
Very nice.
Grant is out at first. Gronberg advances to second. And 2 outs. Hampton's up. That's a little flare. That's going to be a tough play as both Gilhooly and Wentz, they run into each other. Tough communication there, and that's going to go as a single in the second hit for Taryn Hampton. That is such a tough play. Tiana Galbraith will come up. She singled and scored in her last at-bat. Too short. Wentz up. Over to Leonard at first, and that'll do it for this half of the inning. But no runs scored at the end of 4. It is 6-0 Bluffton. You're watching HCAC.tv.
In today's rapidly evolving energy landscape, compliance is more than just a checklist. It's the foundation of operational reliability, safety, and trust. And here in Indianapolis, we're honored to be at the heart of that mission. We collaborate with asset owners, operators, helping them stay ahead of NERC standards and grid demands. Our electrical engineering and compliance experts provide hands-on support tailored to your fleet. As expectations rise and regulations evolve, you deserve a partner who brings more than just expertise. You need commitment, clarity, and confidence.
I really like coming into the studio at night.
We are in the top of the 5th. It's the Hacienda Mexican Restaurants 5th inning. And it is 6-0 Bluffton. Grace Gronberg is throwing an absolute gem out there as she gets strike 1. And Chloe Wentz swings at strike 2. She struck out to end the second. A little bit high. Again, this is an elimination game. The winner moves on to Game 7 and will play the winner of the next game, Franklin versus Mount St. Joseph. As that ball's inside. So we're going to, at minimum, we're going to have 2 teams go home today, Greg.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. That next game's a really interesting one, just having your top 2 seeds in here. Hard hit ball down the first baseline.
Yeah, nice pick by McDade. She'll pick it up and step on first for the out. It's 3 unassisted and bring up Lexi Goodman. She starts the run of lefties for the Spartans. See that running start kind of messes with O'Brien a little bit because she starts to kind of move forward and couldn't quite pick up that inside pitch and went back to the stop.
Really hard.
Right to short. Tough hop for Bakel. And we'll see how they score that. But that was a rocket.
a hard hit ball right to Brooklyn Bakel.
They gave her a hit, so we will give her a hit. A runner on for Kendall Ryder. She's grounded out to second and flown out to left field. Up short, stepping on second one. Oh, called her safe at first. She slid, but what a play by Bakel.
Thought she had that one.
Fielder's choice. But look at the snag and the step on second. Boy, their good speed got her down the line. And Lizzie Willis at the plate. She's walked and grounded out. You know, I've seen lots of sports science about whether you slide into first or whether you don't. But everyone I've ever seen slide has slid in head first. And Ryder went in feet first. I've never seen that. Oh, that's going to dump right over the head of Bakel for a single. Have you ever seen somebody slide feet first into first base?
I don't know that I have. Yeah, I don't think that I have seen that. Usually, like you're right, it's usually head first, into first.
Liv Roney at the plate now. She's 1 for 2 with the single, but also was part of the double play last inning, and that's a little flare. Can Brentlinger get to it? She does. And that'll end the inning. No harm done as we head to the bottom of the fifth. You're watching the HCAC Softball Championships on HCAC.TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
During Army basic training, I found out I had 7 herniated discs. Prescription pain medication led me to a heroin addiction. I entered Wheeler's program and learned life on God's terms.
After meeting Greg, I was so impressed, I hired him. When you change that one life, it makes it all worthwhile.
Now, I have a family, house, and a job that I love. At Wheeler, you can have something everlasting.
Hi, my name is Dr. Ruth Myers. I'm the Director of Nursing at Bluffton University. My background is I've been a registered nurse for 19 years. I started my career in oncology, caring for cancer patients, and the most recent 11 years of my career, I've been an advanced practice nurse as a family nurse practitioner in family medicine or internal medicine. Nursing is a great field, lots of opportunity for career growth. You'll have job security, but most of all, you'll have a meaningful career centered on taking care of patients and their families.
We are back. It's the bottom of the Hacienda Mexican Restaurant's fifth inning. 6-0 Bluffton, and up at the dish is Haley McDade. She is 0 for 0 because she has 2 walks.
That's being very patient.
Incredibly patient. Right back. Keith definitely would have flinched on that one.
Yeah, I was going to try to catch.
You didn't flinch, so you're good.
Umpire out talking to the pitcher, not sure what that's about.
What'd he say?
I couldn't tell what he said.
He said something to the press box, but here we go. We're back at it. That's high in the air. Over his rider, under it for the out. Go back to the top of the order, and Brentlinger. She's 0 for 2, but does have an RBI with the sacrifice fly in the third. I forgot they batted around. I got to remark my scorebook here.
Up twice in the first.
Yeah. That first inning looming large.
Very much so. Being able to put up 4 in the first, that's huge.
Outside from Willis. 2-0. Yeah, you get that momentum early. Whew. Three and 0 the count with Ramirez waiting on deck. There's the strike. Franklin working their way up towards the home dugout behind the left field fence. Rip through the middle. Actually, to the right side of the shortstop for a single. We call that the 6.5 hole. But runner on base now for Ramirez. And you know she is itching to swing the bat. And she hit a rocket last time to Goodman for a sac fly.
Yeah, she definitely wants to get a hold of one here.
Nice off-speed pitch from Willis for strike one.
Yeah, Ramirez being 2 for 3 yesterday, she definitely would like to get a hold of one today.
They are playing her incredibly deep as she takes strike two. Wind looks like it's blowing out now to left center.
I was going to say it's shifted again. Now it is blowing more left.
Little
Fought
chopper.
that one off outside.
Nice play by Gilhooly, though, to throw her out at first. Runner advances to second. And we've got 2 outs. That's what that off-speed pitch will do.
Yeah, she was, I think, worried about it and really leaned out to try to just get the bat on it.
That'll bring up Tegeter. She is 0 for 2, but walked and scored in that huge first inning. Two outs here, bottom of the Hacienda Mexican Restaurant's 5th inning. Now it's 8 runs after 5 innings, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So if she goes deep here, that's ball game. That's not going to make it, but Ryder and Miller with the catch, and that'll do it. So no harm with that single. And we will head to the top of the 6th. You're watching HCAC Softball Championships on HCAC.TV.
This is the hotel breakfast.
It looked different online.
Do you children like eggs? Here, they make your bones grow.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine.
All right, guys. Look alive.
Is it fine, Daryl?
I'm starving.
When free hot breakfast can make or break your day, it matters where you stay.
Go get 'em.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Earlham is the best college you've never heard of. No, really? We don't have fraternities or sororities. Instead, we have themed community houses built on common interests, like outdoor education.
This is our campus museum, home to the world's most complete fossil giant beaver. While you're here, you too can catch giant beaver fever. Every college has clubs, but nothing compares to Dance Alloy's end-of-year dance recital.
Or bringing your horse.
Back for the top of the 6th here at Kokomo. Just down the road, Hanover and Franklin are playing baseball. It is 1-0, bottom of the 5th in that game as well. Also an elimination game. As that's out to center on the first pitch. Tegeter under it, and for the out. That was Leonard, I believe. Erin Singleton comes to the plate. She doubled her last at bat. Hampton Inn, 6th innings. Many thanks to Hampton Inn. That's where we stayed last night. Also the Hampton Inn player of the game coming up post-game.
Do or die inning here for Manchester.
Low and outside. Yeah, you know, once Willis came in, she really kind of settled things down.
She did.
For Manchester. Got, you know, the 2 sack flies are when the 2 runs scored in the 3rd. But since then, nothing for Bluffton. That big 4-run first inning.
That made all the difference, yeah.
And Groenberg's been fantastic.
Yeah, she's been the ace.
6 hits, but they haven't really been in any big spots. She gave 2 in a row in the 4th, but then those were with 2 outs. It got Gil Hooley to fly out. That was the end of the inning.
Yeah.
And just like that, I jinx her as she walks Singleton.
Announcer's jinx.
Yeah. The only one that's had success against Groenberg is Crystal Cook. She's 2 for 2.
Is that I guess that's the 2nd walk that Groenberg's given up today. So not bad at all.
Yeah. From the first, they had the first inning. That was it. Was the other walk. I guess it's not hard to pound the zone when you get 4 runs in your first AB.
Definitely throw a little more relaxed when you have a 4-run lead to start.
1,000%. Ooh, she was on that one, fouled it straight back.
Outfielders are kind of playing middle distance to edging a little bit deep, but kind of in the middle, playing straight away. Wind has shifted now. Well, as soon as I say that, it goes back dead center.
Popped up. There could be a play on that, and it's going to be O'Brien for the out. And just like that, 2 outs, and now Gil Hooley comes up with the runner on first. Yeah, it kind of wavers from dead center to a little bit left center, but that's kind of been what it is today.
Definitely different than yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Fouled that one off the net to the right.
I love the spring. 0-1 the count. Not quite on the inside corner.
Yeah, this time of year we get here in Indiana, get all the seasons. You see people in shorts, you see people in winter coats.
Yep. Absolutely in shorts. Yeah, that's my one ding for the day. It could be 10 degrees and he would be in shorts.
Yes.
Little pop-up number. Bakel back to it. That ends the inning. Again, no harm done for Groenberg as we'll head to the bottom of the Hampton Inn 6th inning. You're watching the HCAC Softball Championships on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
I chose Franklin because of the location, the community that I felt from when I visited, and I was also given the opportunity to play on the tennis team here. I've been able to complete 2 internships. I was able to go to Arizona and study under a physical therapist there, and I was able to gain a lot of hands-on healthcare experience. So through that, I felt well prepared when applying to graduate schools. I found my future at Franklin College.
You want more than just a degree. You want a place where professors know your name and small classes become big opportunities. At Franklin College, 100.
We are back for the Hampton Inn 6th inning. Kaylee Grant at the plate for Bluffton as they lead 6-0. 6 runs on 9 hits for Bluffton. No runs on 6 hits for Manchester. Bluffton has been quite efficient at the plate. Only 3 more hits than Manchester, but 6 more runs. We do have to give Willis credit, though. Once she came in for Manchester in the circle, she's been fantastic.
She's done a great job, and she pitched well yesterday. So she's really come in and settled it down. Gave up the 2 sacrifices early, but since then, nothing has crossed. So good on her coming in and kind of steadying the ship anyway.
Well, a senior from Yorktown.
Manchester's just struggled to get the bats really going today.
And then you got to give a lot of that. Gronberg's been great. Her defense has been fantastic, too. There's a ground ball to Wentz over to Leonard for the out. 6-3, and that'll be down. Speaking of Gronberg, she's up the plate. 3 for 3.
See if she can help herself anymore. Hard to argue with 3 for 3 and throwing a shutout.
Yes, that's a pretty good start to the day, as they hope to be playing again a little bit later. There is the MSJ Franklin game next, 12:30-ish. Then the winner of this game and the winner of that game play 3:30, 4 o'clock-ish, I believe. I don't know the exact times. I guess I could look on the website to see. That's popped up
straight
on
up.
Singleton under it and gets it for the out. So Mount St. Joseph and Franklin is scheduled for 12:30. We don't have the winners game scheduled, but Earlham and Transylvania are supposed to play at 5:30. So I would say 3 o'clock. As Bakel fouls one straight back. 0-2. Right down the third base line past Gil Hooley, and that'll be at least a single. She's going for 2. There could be a play, and she's in safe. Double for Bakel. Her second hit of the day.
That was a nice hit right down the line.
And Gil Hooley wasn't playing that far off the line either.
Made a dive, but it was just right on top of that line. That was the only place she could have put it.
Hampton at the plate now. She is 2 for 2 with the walk and a run scored. Outside corner for a strike. The bottom of the lineup has done some damage for the Beavers. Baker a couple of hits, Hampton a couple of hits, McDade a couple of walks.
You're welcome.
Just a bit outside.
She was thinking hard about swinging at that one.
And the ump was thinking hard about calling it a strike too. That's served into center field. Oh, dive by Ryder. Good thing she kept it in front of her. Because if she doesn't, game may be over as Bakel scores on the single by Hampton. And that'll bring up Tiana Galbraith.
Again, all this with 2 out.
That's low.
Be interesting to see if they're aggressive and try to move Hampton over to second just to put her in scoring position.
Yes.
In this situation, just to see if they could end it.
2-0.
Hampton's been pretty aggressive the whole game. Every time that pitch is thrown, she's 5, 6, 7 steps off the bag. Kind of just baiting him to throw.
Strike on 3-0. Hampton has 6 stolen bases in 7 attempts, double anybody else on the squad. Not a ton.
And there she goes.
And nobody was there. And boy, if she would have popped up, she could have gotten to third. Now a base hit can end this game. 3-2 on Galbraith.
Yeah, she did not wait long on that one.
Straight back. Another pitch coming up. Big pitch here for Willis. It's out to right field. In is Miller. And she makes the catch. And we will go to the top of the 7th inning. Do or die for Manchester, and they need a bunch. You're watching HCAC.tv.
This is LifeWise Academy. It's a program that teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours. So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple. Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
April 3rd, 1974, just before 4 p.m., a violent tornado ripped through a significant portion of the Hanover College campus. The storm was part of the famed super outbreak, which included nearly 150 confirmed tornadoes in 13 U.S. states and Canada during an 18-hour period. The outbreak, one of the most violent in recorded history, covered more than 2,600 miles, killed 330 people, injured more than 6,000 people, and left thousands homeless.
It is the IndianaSRN Sports Page 7th inning. Here's the situation, folks. 7-0 Bluffton. Manchester needs 7 to keep playing, or they're going to head home. And leading it off is Chloe Wentz, who is 0 for 2. And a rocket out there into center field. Tegeter over, though, in the right center field gap, and takes it for the out. Just like that, one pitch, one out. Lexi Goodman now. She's 1 for 2.
Gromberg just keeps up with her very efficient day. You can get him to swing on the first pitch.
And that's going to drop right over the drawn-in infield to Hampton for a single. She's 2 for 3. That'll flip the lineup over to Kendall Ryder. Did you see how close Brentlinger was playing at second base?
Yeah, she had moved all the way in. I was kind of watching. I don't know if they were thinking she was going to lay a bunt down or what, but she came charging in there.
She was almost in Gromberg's back pocket. That's a pop-up. Tegeter drifting over to left center fielder, and she dropped it. Oh, my goodness, there's your first error. I think she misread it and then headed over to left center and off of her glove. So now you got 2 runners on with 1 out. And Lizzie Willis comes to the plate. She's 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. And oh, are we going to get a pitching change? Or just a discussion? We'll be back on HCAC.tv.
Can't believe she.
Poached egg on avocado toast.
Wow.
Ew.
Your flash fried porgy over chips.
Ew.
Your fresh main lobster with microgreens.
When the only thing your 8-year-old will eat is waffles.
She's fine. She's fine.
Your waffles, milady.
It matters where you stay.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Just a discussion on strategy as Grunberg is still on the mound as Lizzie Willis is at the plate. Strike one, 2 runners on, 1 out here. Top of the 7th, do or die for Manchester. Outside for ball 1. Out into center field, Tegeter going into left center again. This time she does catch it. Runner trying for third. As Goodman gets there on the fly out. Ryder does not advance, and they're down to their last out. Livroni.
Ball comes down to this. Can she keep it going for the Manchester Spartans?
And
Yes.
there goes the shutout. Base hit on the first pitch by Roney. Gets a run home for Manchester. It's a tough one. It's going to be an unearned run because of the error. Oh, Grunberg's got another batter to face here. Inside for ball 1. Strike on the outside corner. To third. Stepping on the bag is Grant, and that'll do it. Bluffton advances to play in Game 7 at 3 o'clock as they stay alive with a 7-1 victory. And Manchester is going home. Hour and 28 minutes on the game. Grunberg, fantastic today. Grant, Bakel, just an all-around great game for Bluffton. Tough one for Manchester. Willis was fantastic in relief. But that leads us to the Hampton Inn Player of the Game, and that is Mr. Greg Smith.
Well, after discussion, and I would say a very little discussion, Grace Grunberg from Bluffton, pitching the game, only giving up 1 run, an unearned run at that, with 3 hits, 3 out of 4 at the plate. How do you not give her the player of the game? She was just excellent after pitching a complete game yesterday as well. She's definitely been the one that's keeping Bluffton in this.
Completely agree. So there you have it. Grace Grunberg, the Hampton Inn Player of the Game. Bluffton wins 7-1. They'll play again at 3. But stay tuned at about 12:30. We will have the 1 and 2 seeds in an elimination game. Franklin versus Mount St. Joseph. For Greg Smith, I'm Sean Crow. We'll see you in a bit.